Hello everybody, it's Sky here, and today we're gonna be doing my favorite part, blending. So first things first, I'm going to merge all of my layers together and fiddle with the opacity of my line art layer. And then I'm just gonna take my smudge tool and I'm just gonna start smudging. And the reason I merge all of my layers together is so that when I smudge, I'm not just moving one color around, I'm blending them all together. And what this does mean is that sometimes you'll smudge a bit too much and it'll start becoming see-through, and I just duplicate my layer a bunch of times and then merge them all together, and it just like ups the opacity of your colors in places. Also, first things first, I did what I was saying I was gonna do last video, and I lowered the color. I brightened it because it was just too dark. The color of her skin, that mid-tone was a dark color, and just lightening up everything, it definitely worked well. And now I'm gonna select my layer just so that I'm not smudging it everywhere, and I'm gonna just start smudging. And the smudge tool that I'm using is actually from the Paintable 1-week portrait class. It's a really nice smudge, is it a smudge brush? It's either a smudge brush or like a round brush that I'm using as a smudge brush, or maybe it's the mixer brush. It's one of those brushes. It's really cool though. Also, I have set up swatches in the corner of my page just so that as I'm darkening things, as I'm doing stuff, I'll have it available and I know exactly which colors I'm using. Right here, I've decided that I need some definition to this piece. So I take a way darker brown and I'm just adding it and smudging it so that it looks like she has arms and not some weird amorphous body. Don't want her to be weird slime. I almost just mentioned a Tumblr user. Ooh, if anybody can figure out who I mean, mention it below and I'll tell you if you're right. But okay. This piece just makes me a lot happier than last week's piece because I like it when I can do all of my blending and all of this. It looks better for sure. It being all just harsh edges, it was killing my vibe a little bit. And here I'm just doing more blending, and more blending. Today it's all blending today. There's really not much else but blending. And this is also when I decide I think that she needs more definition in her neck as well to kind of separate her face from her neck so she don't got double chin. But yeah, and then I'm blending with the cheek and the nose. I'm gonna be honest. The nose and the kind of upper lip area gave me some problems, but I don't think we're there yet. I think we're doing her cheekity cheekbones, which, to be honest, I don't know that she really has as extreme cheekbones as I gave her in the picture, but it's okay. I wanted them to be sharp. And then I wanted her highlight to be glistening, but I'm not yet at the point of adding extra details in the class, so it's gotta wait. And then my favorite part of doing the skin was actually how I got like the little wrinkly bit under her eye, like her eye. It's more like her eyelid, kind of like where her lid's kind of semi-openy closed. It looked really good. Oh, and we're at the nose. The nose hates me. I hated the nose. It was just hard to get a good amount of hard shadow and light shadow and all that and just make it look defined and like a nose, to be honest. It was hard to make it look like a nose. It was looking weird. It was difficult. It was difficult. I got there eventually though, and that's all that matters. I tried my hardest and I didn't give up. And you can probably hear my dog. I just brought her in for the night and she's trying to get settled into her bed. She went out for a bathroom break and now she's old. She's trying to get settled. And I'm sorry if y'all can hear that in the background, but we're just gonna have to deal today. Okay. We're still blending. It's a very blendy day today. I think we're gonna, I like this bit. This is me adding like the blush and the eyeshadow that she's got, and it's very pinky corally, and I love it. It's like definitely something I would wear, so just adding it on top made me happy. Made me real happy. It also helped make the face look a bit more put together. Now we're doing the lips. The lips are kind of hard, because like, the teacher said that we should really like, details will be another day's lesson, so we're really just blending. So I had to stop myself from like adding details like gloss or stuff like that. And even then I still added a little bit of highlights to like showcase where gloss was probably gonna look. But that's okay. I gotta give myself these little things. But I feel like the lips looked pretty okay. And I'm blending out the edge here because it looked really harsh right up against her skin, and I think it made it look a little bit better. And I'm darkening in where she's got that little kind of open mouth, pouty appearance. And now we're doing eye whites. The eye whites were easy. They were quick. I think we moved from eye whites to me just merging all of my color swatches onto one thing. And then I think this was like where all these colors are from, or for me like merging the layers. Like I was duplicating and merging the layer, and it was just like, ooh, lots of colors. So I erased all that. And then I think after we do her little green undershirt bit, we might be moving on to her blue shirt. And this was just a lot of blending. This entire thing was just a lot of blending. What I did do here, just to like help give definition to the shirt and all the layers, is, I think you'll see it here in a moment, is I go and I kind of like copy and paste my line art for the shirt, and then I just kind of, I think I set it to multiply, or I just lower the opacity, and I just start blending. I just blend the line art so that it blends and it's not as harsh, and so it kind of helps give that added definition that the shirt was really needing with all the wrinkles and stuff, especially down where it's kind of tied up. It needed the extra definition, and it was necessary, and I'm really happy that I decided to do it, because I was wavering at first on whether I should or not. But it helps pull the shirt together. It helps it look like a shirt and not just some weird crazy piece of fabric somehow holding on to her. But that's okay. We gotta work smart. And then I think it's just going to be a lot of blending. There's so much blending. Today is all blending. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to talk, and that's okay. I watched the first episode of this new anime, Listeners, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. It was music, like rock music and mechas, and I honestly, 10 out of 10. I love mecha animes. And NGE is one of my favorites. It was one of my first mecha animes, actually. No, wait. Escaflowne was probably my first real mech anime. Either Escaflowne or Magic Knight Rayearth. And I don't know that you can really call either of those traditional mech animes. You might. I don't know. They're very isekai animes, though. Magic Knight Rayearth is one of my favorite animes. I truly enjoy it. I want to cosplay Hikaru at some point. I want to. I just don't know which of her outfits I would wear. She has so many. She definitely has more than Fuyumi. And, oh no, I'm gonna blank. Fuyumi, Hikaru, Yumi? Maybe it wasn't Fuyumi. Maybe it's Umi, Hikaru, and Fuyu? Oh, I'm gonna look this up now. I feel so upset that the only one I can remember is Hikaru, and she's like the main character. But I'll tell you what, I can remember the boys in that anime. The boys. Okay, not even just in like the first one, but in the second like season. It was good. Oh, okay, I got too distracted talking about anime. We're doing the flower now, and I really enjoyed doing the flower because I finally added in the yellow bits, and it was just looking so good. How I did it is I just used an overlay layer, and then I think I used a multiply layer, and I just kind of was blending, adding color, figuring out what worked best. This is when I'm really trying to decide if we're doing brows or not. You can just see my thought process here. I'm like, do we do brows? Do we not? And then we go into hair, which The lesson hasn't told us anything about hair. So I'm just here like, I guess we're just blending it all and hoping for the best before we do any detail-y work. And here I'm adding, wasn't quite black, but it was a very dark color. And we're done. If you guys liked it, please subscribe and hit that like button. See you guys tomorrow.